The secret to math is all patterns. The secret to the secret of math is that the patterns never change. Hi, I'm Sarah. I've been a science and math teacher for 20 years. I like to make math fun, engaging, and not so scary for everybody. If you want more practice problems, more information, tutoring sessions, click the link and do the stuff. No matter if you are talking about whole numbers, integers, which are just whole numbers that are negatives, or that can be negative, fractions, decimals, variables, it doesn't change. The pattern doesn't change. If something is equivalent, like x equals 4, then half of x equals half of 4. Or if x equals 1/2, half of x still equals half of half. It doesn't change. The pattern never changes, so you use that to your advantage. If we get really comfortable when things are easy, when numbers are simple, we're going to be just fine when the numbers get more complicated. If it doesn't fit the pattern, it's not the answer. Here's a nice example. Okay, proportions. Remember, proportions, A over B equals C over D. So we've got proportions. These are these relationships between these different values. So the relationship between A and B is the same as the relationship between C and D. So if A is half of B, C is half of D. Now, the other thing that's always true is that we've got the cross products are going to equal each other. So B times C is going to equal A times D. And again, that doesn't change. If A is 1 and B is 2, C is 3, D is 6. So the relationship between each of these is the same thing. So 1 is half of 2, 3 is half of 6. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 times 1 is 6. The pattern doesn't change. If I made one of these negative, if it were 1 over -2, and it would have to be 3 over -6. So then we would have -6 times 1 equals -6, and -2 times 3 equals -6. Again, doesn't change. It doesn't change anything, even if the numbers get really complex. So what if these were fractions? Everybody always gets thrown off by fractions. Remember, fractions are your friends. Sometimes they can be frenemies, but they are your friends. Decimals, same thing. The pattern doesn't change. So let's say this is 0.2 over 0.6. Okay, so now we've got 0.2 times 3 is 0.6. Let's do equals 1 over 3. I know this is a proportion because 0.2 times 3 gives me 0.6, and 1 times 3 gives me 3. I know these are proportional, but does the cross product still stay true? Well, let's just see. So 1 times 0.6 is 0.6. 3 times 0.2 is 0.6. The pattern doesn't change. That's MathedUp.